Hey everybody, hope you've been well. In this video, I plan on showing you the 4 motorcycles that are going up to Alaska, what myself, Marty, Bobby, and Tony are riding. And I'm also going to show you the motorcycle gear that I'm going to wear for the trip and why I chose the gear that I did. Before I do that, there were some comments in the last video, the gear video, to show what was in some of the bags instead of me just saying, you know, this is what's in this bag. They want to see it, and I get that, and I apologize, but I got a couple comments, and some people specifically, Reed, Al, some others, wanted to see this, the MSR water system that can take any water and convert it to virus, bacteria-free, drinkable water. So I'm going to go into that. But why MSR? MSR is the make of it. I trust the product. I've used it for years. There's plenty of other ones out there. I'm sure they work fine. I'm sure there's other things out there that might even be a little bit better. But I chose this for this trip. This is my old MSR system. And the reason I'm not taking this, I used to backpack with this. Back when my kids were younger, we used to go up on the Appalachian Trail, do a weekend, and why do you need something like this? Well, water weighs 8 pounds a gallon, thereabouts, so lugging all that weight, number one, you don't have really the room, and then number two, if you don't need to carry that weight, don't. And this MSR, which is different than the one I just got. What you do is you take your water bottle, and it's got to be a Nalgene type bottle that has this type screw top. And what you do is you screw the pump to your bottle, and then this hose has a little bobber on the end, so it'll float, but then the part that takes the water in goes into the water source. I was always told to use running water like a stream, but I have put this in a lake and drawn lake water into it as well. The filter's in here, it works well. And once you have this in the water, you just stand near the bank or on a rock or whatever where it's going in, and you just start pumping. And the water will go through the filter, and you'll have clean water in your water bottle. And then when you're done, just put your lid back on, and there's your water. So that is this MSR system. The difference between this one and the one I'm going to show you is that you have to pump that the whole time to get the water you need. And with this one, it's in a few parts, so I'll take out the different parts and show you. By the way, we're leaving in 3 weeks, so it's getting real. It's getting exciting. Okay, so I have a clean water bladder here that holds 2 liters of clean water. And I have a dirty water or source water here that is going to run through a filter and give you that clean water. So what you do is you go to any water source, lake, stream, whatever, and you're just going to dip this down in the water, and you're going to scoop and fill it up. You're going to close this, and then what you do is you just hang this from a motorcycle handlebar, a tree branch, somewhere elevated, and you connect this end of the hose into here, so it locks in, and then you're going to hang this from the 2 liters of dirty water from an elevated spot. Then you take the filter, and that is going to plug into your clean water, like so. And now this will be hanging wherever you have it hanging. And the good thing about this is now you can walk away, you can go set up camp, you can start preparing food, whatever you need to do. And eventually the 2 liters of dirty water will filter through into the clean bag. And then you just disconnect the filter when you're done. And now you have 2 liters of clean water. You can undo the cap, fill your pot, fill your water bottle, wherever the water is going, and then you can repeat the process as needed. So I'm giving this system a try because, or this water filter a try because I like the fact that I can just hang it and forget it, and I can go do other things. With this one, you have to stay with it. You have to keep pumping to get the water out. It takes, memory serves me correct, it takes me 2 to 3 minutes to fill most of a bottle this size, which is 32 ounces. As the filter gets a little more dirty over time, it takes longer to fill that 32 ounces. And again, it's really come in handy. I think this system's going to be great. And let me point out, I don't think we're going to need to use this a lot. Where we're going across the U.S. through Canada and up through Alaska, we're going to have access to water most of the time. There are a few spots that we're unsure about, depending where we stay. We're definitely going to be doing some camping at lakes and mountain areas and that kind of stuff. So we're going to have probably some of our own water, and this is how I plan on converting that water into drinkable water. I hope this helps those who are asking about it. And if you have any questions, any comments, you want to see something else, please feel free to drop a comment and I'll answer you back as soon as I can. But I assure you that all the gear that you saw in the gear video, I plan on using during this trip. So you'll get to see those things in action, and the firebox stove, some of that stuff. But if you do have questions, please don't hesitate. And I hope this helped. He is riding a 2006 Suzuki DL650. This bike, I kid you not, has 165,000 miles on it. That's right, people. 165,000. Marty is riding a 2022 Moto Guzzi V85 TT, runs on spaghetti sauce, and this bike has 12,000 miles on it. Relatively new, but Marty's got it broken in. I'll be riding a 2014 BMW R1200 GS Adventure, and this motorcycle has 36,000 miles on it. And little known fact, if you take the side cases and the top case off the bike, I love this bike. It's got all these little Swiss Army knife things in it. You open up the one side case, inside, alongside the side panel, you'll find a removable doodad. Take it out, and when you put this in place, voila, when needed or in a pinch, you have a table, just like that. And if you need to, you can take your top case and you can sit on it, and you have a seat and a table. How cool is that? I do pack a small camping chair, so I'll be using that instead of sitting on my top case. Bob is riding a 2023 Suzuki V-Strom 800DE with 1,400 miles on it. Here's the gear that we're all wearing something similar. These are my riding boots. These are the Alpine Star Toucans. They're Gore-Tex, and they do a really good job of keeping the water out. For jacket and pants, I wear the Climb Badlands riding suit. I like this because I don't have to pull over and put a rain suit on. This is Gore-Tex. I just zip up the vents and the water stays out. I really like this suit because it's got some good insulating uh, factors with it, and then also I can just open a bunch of vents and flow a lot of air, which is really good. A lot of pockets in this jacket, and what I really like about it is on the back, there's a through pocket down low, so I can flip the right side or the left side open and access medical gear that I keep back there, which is really nice. Again, Gore-Tex, reflective, a lot of padding in this. It's a great jacket. The pants are very similar, venting, padding, and again, these things are just bomb proof. So I really like the Climb riding suit. Worth the money. And I carry about 4 pair of gloves on the trip that I'm planning here. This is my regular spring dry weather glove. It's just a Joe Rocket glove, nothing fancy. I'm going to wear a Nex WRL helmet on this trip, carbon fiber, which is the reason why I bought it. Weighs 2.8 pounds compared to my Shoei, which is about 5 pounds. And I'm getting used to this helmet. It's again, carbon fiber, taking some weight off of my neck, which is a great thing. That's good. And I mounted to it my Cena 20S intercom system, which allows me to talk to a couple of the other riders, and it also allows me to take phone calls, stream music, listen to a text. So I have speakers in the helmet, so I get all that stuff right through the helmet. It's pretty good. I'll also be wearing this Climb pack on the back of my jacket, which has the ability to, and it does have a water reservoir in it, a Camelback. I'm not really going to carry water in that, though, until the end of the day when I need it at camp. Okay, everyone. Well, with 3 weeks to go, it is maintenance time. The guys have been working on their bikes, making sure they're tuned up, ready to go. My wheels and new tires are at a motorcycle shop, getting those mounted. While they're there, I'm doing all of the oil filters, doing the drive shaft, changing the rear drive oil, flushing the coolant, just doing a bunch of maintenance on the bike right now. So getting her ready to go, and yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. Again, we leave for Cape May on June 6th, and we'll be departing to the west on June 8th, Saturday. There you go. So videos coming of the actual trip, which I'm sure everyone's excited about. I know I am. So stay tuned, and I appreciate you watching. Continue to take care of each other. See you soon.